You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts Jay Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back, and some of you for the first time, to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. This is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm Jay Hove.
Your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What up? What's going on,
We
y'all?
got Coach Brown in the saddle. Coach.
Back like I never left.
Coach. What it do, Coach?
Hey, man, I'm doing well. Can't complain. School about to start, so
Yeah.
it's over with.
Yeah.
We're going to put Coach on. Coach, you on payroll yet?
Yeah, we've been on payroll all year, but we
yeah,
don't stop.
sure.
Them checks don't stop.
He talking about FSP payroll. Yeah, he
FSP
definitely on
payroll.
FSP payroll.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
You been on payroll longer than me. Hey,
Yeah, no, for sure.
Shout out to Jeff.
Nigga,
Jeff
Jeff
on fire today, man.
Jeff is on fire today. Most definitely. Hey, Jeff, it's your birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday, dog.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Appreciate it. You have a good weekend, brother?
Had a good weekend, man.
Most definitely.
No complaints.
Yeah.
What you doing tonight?
I ain't doing nothing tonight. I'm watch Power, man.
Roll with me tonight, man. You know, we speak the same language. Roll with me tonight, man.
Where you going? Man?
Roll
You
with me
gonna have
tonight.
it somewhere I don't need to be. I work in the morning.
Yeah,
It's
most
okay.
definitely.
Take a sick day. Roll with me tonight.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I want to do that.
Hey.
I tell you, that drive to check gonna be tough. What we got up on the show today, dog?
Today,
Uh-huh.
today's show, we are unveiling part 2 of our NFL Top 7 series, wide receivers and tight ends.
Most definitely.
FSP style.
It's most definitely FSP style.
Always.
Most
what's
definitely.
up.
Yeah, what's our best of the week, man? Who wants to go first?
Let me go with it.
You got it.
Well, I want to run Randy Moss's tie, man.
Randy Moss is top.
Hall of Fame time,
Pretty solid.
man.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, nah.
Just respect on his name.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah, most definitely. Anybody else?
Why they keep calling them Titans great Randy Moss on the radio down here?
How long
That's all we got.
Bruh.
What, 6 games? What's
Six
it?
games. I was like, come on, y'all.
No touchdown?
Yeah.
Tonight's the only team that didn't use Randy Moss. How's that possible?
How is that
The
possible?
same team that didn't draft Randy Moss.
Ooh.
He called him
Ooh, that's
radio with
tough.
the alias, too.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who did they pick?
Kevin
Dyson.
Kevin Dyson.
No comment.
Just picture
I
Moss
mean,
during
Kevin
the
Dyson was cool, though. But I mean, compared to Randy Moss. Come
Yeah,
on.
but everybody passed on. A lot of people passed on Randy Moss.
But they picked the receiver, though.
A lot of people passed on Randy Moss. Don't
They
do
picked the
that.
receiver, though.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
Moss, Watchett, Derek Mason, Eddie. Come on,
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
man.
All right, who next? Best of the week. Who wants to go?
We already talked about man. So.
Yeah. Birthday,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, most definitely.
Another day above ground.
That's what's
Another
up.
year above ground.
Yeah. Where you at, Coach?
Man, best of the week, man. We had a scrimmage against Ainsworth on Thursday. Got after them.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Gave them that funk bone real quick. You
Nothing
know.
wrong with that.
So, hey.
Post to
Hey,
him.
man, we coming. Hillsborough football, man. We
Yeah.
in the building, opening up with BA. So,
Ooh.
yeah, we ready to go.
So it's the funk bone.
Funk
Is
bone,
that
they
what the
got it.
defense is
They got the
called?
whole.
Funk bone.
Okay.
What a VA game at, Coach?
At BA.
We're going to go with
Yeah,
it.
we gotta get
Jeff,
it.
you pulling up?
Can I get a call? Confirmation call. This is a confirmation
This is
call.
confirmation.
But I don't need to call.
I'm some for real shit.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, though, Jeff.
Huh?
But this is the thing.
It's off
I just
air,
have a
off
feeling.
air, guys.
I have a feeling sometimes that you're gonna disappoint me. So I'm like, I don't even mind. Oh, my best of the week with my nephews is in town, man.
Hey.
They're getting old, man. My nephews getting old. Fortnite, Fortnite heavy.
Yeah.
Fortnite heavy.
Yeah.
And
That's
then it's all Fortnite. The boys don't play Fortnite.
No, man.
Not yet.
They playing Madden and NBA 2K.
It's
And
smart. See, these.
It's Fortnite is everywhere.
I ain't even downloaded on the
Skins.
Xbox yet.
So don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's opening up a whole another worm. And then right back with my worst of the week, so I'm talking about my oldest nephew.
Okay.
He is 16, 17, one of the two.
Okay.
I'm thinking 16.
Okay.
I'm thinking 17. I'm thinking 16.
18. Let's throw that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever.
oldest nephew, he's 17 for
Okay.
sure. So I was thinking, like, what you listening to, man? He's, your regular Rich the Kid. I said, man, he was like, what's the best album that came out this year? I said, probably Nas. He said, who is that?
Oh, yeah.
I respect him.
That's real, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have a clue.
He
Yeah.
won
I don't
he
have a
won
clue.
live.
Yeah.
You think what Nas would he know?
Not one.
He would know
He wouldn't even
You
know.
wouldn't know.
if at 16 he's knowing life is good. There's nothing on life is good a 16-year-old would know about it.
Hurt me. That hurt me.
He was
Real.
10 years old when Life is Good came out. What song is he singing on Life is Good? At 9 or 10 years old.
That's
Hurt
respect.
me. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I feel you.
That hurt me. Real. We grew up in a hip hop household.
Yeah.
And him not knowing who
Yeah.
Nas is,
Yeah.
that set me back.
So did Did you talk to your sibling about this?
It's his fault. And I ain't gonna put him on blast. I know you listen to the show,
Uh-huh.
but it's his damn fault.
Okay. it ain't your nephew's
Yeah,
fault.
for sure.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
his
yeah.
damn.
I don't blame y'all. I blame y'all.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
What's your worst week, Weezy?
Should be unanimous, right? Donald Trump.
Yeah, true.
That's my worst week. It hurt me.
4-5.
Oh, 4-5. Oh, Kofifi.
What's your worst week, Jeff?
Kelvin Benjamin.
Ooh, I was gonna say that. Come on, let's hear it. Come on.
Man, I don't know
What happened with him?
Kelvin Benjamin. Then we got a scrimmage against. We got a preseason game against the Panthers. The Bills do. Against the Panthers. They asked him how he felt about when he left Carolina.
Okay.
He went in on Cam.
Should be.
Okay.
On Cam.
On Cam.
On the offensive coordinators.
Yeah.
Said Cam doesn't have the knowledge to be an elite quarterback.
Oof.
Can't make the correct reads.
Yeah.
As he didn't get the right targets as a number one receiver.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough.
Little truth to every room. Little truth to every room.
Now, I went wrong. This is what Kelvin Benjamin. He said this.
And I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, same year. I mean, he won MVP that year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But then the next
it's
year,
hard to play MVP. Hard to be an MVP, and you can't. Okay.
that's tough, man.
What's the worst week, Coach?
Man, we started work back this week.
You ain't lying.
I love what I do. I ain't gonna lie. I love what I do, but
It's rough, ain't it?
getting back to the grind. I mean, I gotta talk to y'all parents out here real quick. Y'all send your kids to school, and y'all. It's not daycare, man. It's for education, man. We here to teach a kid, and I mean, we had the whole summer off, and y'all say teachers got the summer off. So what? We need that. We need 2 mental days a month, though. I can tell you that right
Y'all
now.
get them. Y'all get them in the winter.
Y'all get them.
Hey man, snow days don't count. You need separate mental days.
Yeah.
What is this fall break stuff y'all got?
Hey man, look,
What was it?
we didn't have fall break when I was
Yeah,
we were in
yeah.
school. No, but it's necessary.
It's necessary.
And 2 weeks of spring break?
Yeah, that too.
You get 2
Christmas
weeks of
break,
spring break.
fall break, spring
Ain't that
break.
crazy? 2 weeks of spring break. Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
Tell you, we grew up in the wrong time.
Yeah,
sure did.
because right
Sure
now,
did. I'm happy. This shit different though.
yeah, it is.
And Coach can attest to that. For sure.
Yeah. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, make sure you check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Lee each and every Wednesday. This week's show is the Who Run It Atlanta episode.
Mm-hmm.
You guys check that out.
I did, man. Shout out to the guys.
Good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Luda had an argument.
Luda.
What was Luda saying?
Luda had the basically came down to the last two people was T.I.
Yeah.
and Ludacris on who actually runs Atlanta, the number one biggest artist from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luda had an argument.
Now, Luda said he kept the lights on, man,
Yeah.
with Outkast.
And Goody and Cass took a break.
Yeah, took a break.
Yeah.
For sure. He did.
He
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
And then he's a part of the biggest movie franchise we probably ever seen.
I wouldn't give him that. I don't give a damn about that though.
But that was a part of it.
It is a
That's
part
a part
of
of
his.
it.
That's
But that was
that's
part
his
of-
resume.
Y'all talking about
The
Fast and
resume-
Furious?
Yeah, but that's part of the list of how you got to be on the list. Of
Sure.
Deck too.
I only seen one of them.
Well, it hurts.
Me too.
It hurts.
I ain't seen one. The first one.
I
He
seen
got
I seen the
locked
first
up.
I've seen
Yeah.
all of them.
You seen all of
Yeah.
them? You look like a Fast and Furious. You probably got the nitrous oxide in the whip and everything.
You saw
I'm
him
not-
on the
I'm
little
not-
Bow Wow and everything. Huh?
Yeah, Bow Wow.
That was number 2. Y'all saw that. Y'all both just said y'all saw that.
No, I just
I
saw
ain't seen
number
it. I
one.
ain't seen it.
You said you saw the first 2.
Oh, I just don't remember Bow Wow. Shout out to Bow Wow.
Tokyo Drift was definitely Bow Wow.
Tokyo.
Has anybody seen
Drift,
all of them?
Yeah.
I ain't seen
I
it.
seen
But
all.
Mike's seen all of them.
I seen all of
Yeah,
them.
Mike showed
Can't
you.
do
DP
it.
probably seen all
I
of
definitely
them.
seen
You seen
all.
all?
Right, come on, man. The Ladies Room podcast, man. Check out Rizzo and Anne Marie to find out what the ladies are really talking about in the Ladies Room. The latest episode is up right now, defending female entrepreneurs right now. Catch up on past episodes and follow Ladies Room podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Locke.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies, man. Fresh for Dummies, me and my dog Animal Brown is a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You can catch our latest issue, the issue about everything. Volume 1 is up right now. Follow show IG page at Fresh for Dummies and simply search Fresh for Dummies on all of your social media. And easy go to the YouTube as well, youtube.com, Realville. We got the COD lives up right now. We're going to get those COD lives popping. Cameraman, we're going to get those popping. COD Live Nashville edition. Let's get it, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, let's get it.
That's what's up, man.
I'm excited, man.
That's a dope episode of Fresh with Dummies.
Yeah, appreciate that, Jeff.
Like how y'all did that.
Yeah, man, switch up the format a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Big things coming.
Yeah,
shout out Fresh with Dummies. It was a good episode.
He ain't never listened to it. He never listened to one episode. And I cuss him out on every show. He don't even know.
That's not true.
I do.
You cuss me out.
Whenever.
All right, y'all. You can read up on your favorite FSP co-host.
It's your birthday. Come on.
It's your birthday. Yeah. There we go.
Purchase your FSP merchandise. Catch up on past episodes from the shows we just mentioned, and much, much more. How you do that, you ask Weezy? Just simply search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real.
RMG. Most definitely. Jeff, you got 10 good wrestling seconds.
Yes, sir.
Let the people hear it.
Make this real quick. Got the tickets purchased.
Uh-oh.
SummerSlam is going to happen.
You going to SummerSlam?
Yeah, we'll be up there, man.
Where's it at?
It's in Brooklyn.
You going to Brooklyn?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That boy going to That boy going to Hey, man, I just want to see. Hey,
Vacation time, baby.
For sure. I got him working on his birthday.
Yeah,
He damn sure got your birthday.
Yeah,
You
gotta work
I hope you put your notice in.
Yeah,
He damn
had
sure
to swap
got
a day.
your
Had to swap a day.
Hey, bro, so Nikita Koloff died?
Nikita Koloff did.
And Kane won mayor of Knox County.
Kane won
bro.
man of Knox County. We're going to cover that. Yeah, Kane.
Nah,
No, for sure.
Kane.
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the dead man.
Kane.
His
Yeah.
brother.
Dead man.
Yeah, mayor of Knox County.
That's
That's
crazy.
the same person, ain't it? The dead man and his brother.
Dead man the other time.
That's man. That's Undertaker.
What?
He is the dead man.
Gotcha.
Was dead. All right, my bad, y'all. Sheesh. Question of the week, man. $2 million on the line. This is the opposite sex edition, man.
What?
Right.
Kids listening.
Yeah, for sure. It ain't bad.
Okay.
You will have to wear women's jeggings or yoga pants daily for an outfit. That's one. The second one is wear fake eyelashes. The third is wear a woman's wig daily. And last but not least, you will wear fake nails daily. What would you do for these $2 million? Anybody doing? Cameraman said he doing the eyelashes.
What? Oh my God!
I think I'm gonna set this one out.
What's the time frame? Like what?
Oh, every day for a year.
Nah, I can't do it.
I can't do any of them.
For $2 million?
For $2 million.
I do.
I'm smuggling grapes if I'm doing the yoga pants.
You
know what I'm saying?
I can't wear my gym shorts over top of that.
Nah, you gotta wear
Okay,
yoga
well,
pants. Out. Nah.
I ain't wear no yoga pants for real.
That's a decent response.
I mean, that's
Yeah, that's,
I think I'm gonna miss all of these.
Nah,
I'm gonna skip this.
You said eyelashes.
Eyelashes.
For a year.
Yeah. Jeggings.
Not wearing
Wig.
Not wearing a wig.
The same bet as the nails.
Yeah.
Nah, the safe bet is the wig.
I mean,
I would say the wig.
The wig is the same.
Yeah.
it might just think you have a coke habit if you got the nails.
I'm not
Or you're a pimp.
Oh, you're a pimp.
you're a pimp.
So you gonna walk around with a wig coming
I'm
out to your
saying.
shoulders?
Ain't no way in the world I'm putting them damn eyelashes on that women wear.
I got no
I'm not doing
eyelashes
that.
anyway.
For sure.
Paint your nails black. Roll with it.
No.
Barely messing
Them
with that.
nails like lint.
Oh, nah. I know back scratch. Nah.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
Roll me tonight, Jeff. Roll me tonight.
I'm scared, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't
you
gonna
should
lie.
be.
I
Sure.
should change
No,
clothes.
shit.
That's a penicillin ride.
No, it ain't.
Hey,
I don't find that funny.
Woo.
This is why I don't find that funny.
Now, to this,
He said a penicillin. Yeah, I don't find that funny one bit.
all right, woo! Now, tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell the friend getting that penicillin shot.
You need that penicillin shot.
Damn.
That's tough. That's tough right there. I only had nothing to say
You know,
about that.
sure. About that Full Sport Press podcast. And the revolution will be podcasting.
Let's get out of here, man.
And before we start with the first half, you got a poll question for the listeners, Weezy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, let the people hear.
Poll question this week is, my goodness. Which wide receiver will have the best season with their new team?
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Marshall, Seattle. Jordan Nelson with the Raiders. Jarvis Landry with Cleveland Browns. Michael Crabtree, Baltimore Ravens.
Okay. So, who's going to get the most targets out of those four people? I would say Brandon Marshall, right?
Nah, maybe
Maybe
Jarvis Landry. Could be Crabtree too.
I think, nah, it might be Crabtree.
I think
Could be Crabtree.
he has the he has the chance to be the number one option.
Because they don't have a wide receiver over there.
Yeah, I mean, and Doug Baldwin, he's off,
Clearly
and he got a knee injury right now, so he might not even be playing week 1.
And Brandon Marshall's open though.
Brandon Marshall, I thought he was gonna be open opposite Odell.
He got hurt.
Come on, they all got hurt within the same week.
I think Brandon Marshall just shut it down.
I think Brandon Marshall done.
Yeah, I think
Danny King.
He did it, King.
Danny King. So
It's been a great run for Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, hell of a run, for sure.
it's okay to retire.
It is. Hell yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with it.
Hell no,
It's all right to retire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, so I'm going Brandon Marshall. Though. I think he has one more year.
Okay.
The O line is trash.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna get that ball out of there. We're gonna pause that. But yeah, you gotta pause it.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, just to be safe. Yeah. Anybody else?
Landry.
Landry.
I'm gonna go Crabtree.
Oh, I forgot about Landry.
Landry.
I forgot Landry was on that
There's
list.
a lot of options on that team, though.
Corey Coleman is open.
Corey Coleman's open.
Josh Gordon. Is he gonna
is-
play week 1?
I hope so. But when he does play,
He gonna be a training camp this week.
he open once he come out the gate.
So do.
And then you got Njoku, you got Duke Jones, excuse me.
Got Carlos Hyde.
Carlos Hyde.
They have a lot of weapons. They should be a lot better this year.
Will they be a playoff team?
They should be.
Hell no.
They should be a playoff
They
team.
ain't gonna win 6 games.
I'm gonna give them 8 wins.
8 wins. I need some of that action.
8
Let me get
wins.
some of that action.
Cleveland gonna get 8.
Yeah, that's a good
They
bet.
should-
You want some of that? Here we go. 8. All right.
That's his squad. That's cameraman's squad.
Yeah.
Cleveland gonna
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
Cleveland got 8 wins.
8 wins.
He
Boy,
see the
that's a good
defense.
bet. I don't give a damn.
That defense is solid.
Hey,
If they had anything,
Pepper Johnson not walking through that.
Pepper
door.
Johnson.
Jabril Peppers is though. Jabril Peppers is walking through that door though.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett is walking through that door though.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett should be
Hey.
They need Joe. They need to bring Joe back.
Nah.
Watch what Joe do
That's your
for a
man.
4-year
That's your
pick.
man.
That's my
A
guy.
lot of Gators having trouble right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Gators when we get started the first half, man. Let's get
The first half is underway.
first half, like we do each and every week at the Full Sport Press Podcast. We go over the hottest sports news of the past week. Before we get started, I am Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy was popping.
Coach Brown in the building.
Coach, where they got you at on social media, man? Give out your social media handle.
Instagram, Coach Brown 16. Same thing on Twitter, Facebook, Anthony C. Brown.
Yeah.
That's the professional one.
Oh, for sure. It's very
Facebook.
professional.
Yeah.
Very professional. Very professional. What's that? Where they at, Weezy? Where you at?
IG, I'm MSP Weezy.
Yeah.
Twitter, I'm at How Weezy on Twitter.
You sure?
It might be the other way around.
I think so.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh, we up for the same.
Hell nah.
We should.
Sure.
Maybe one day.
What's that? Where you at, Jeff?
Yeah, Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Sure. Franchise, most
Chill
definitely.
out, man.
And I'm Jay Ho, man, everywhere, man. Instagram, Twitter. Twitter's wide open.
It's a kingdom over there.
No, it'll never be. You better know it. You better damn
We
believe it.
gotta open it up one pause.
Mhm.
For one day.
See, this is the
For
thing.
one day.
If you do that,
Everything.
all of everybody in. And then so
Yeah.
it'll never happen, Jeff. I'll be hot about that. Let's get the first half off, man, with the Ohio State Buckeyes and my coach. I miss you, coach. On the eve of Ohio State's first fall practice of the year, Urban Meyer, man, they stated they were going to do an independent 6-person group against Urban Meyer's alleged handling of a situation. He was put on paid administrative leave on Wednesday as the school announced it was investigating Courtney Smith's claim that several people close to Meyer knew of a 2015 allegation of domestic violence against her ex-husband, former Ohio State assistant coach Zach Smith, who was fired in July by Urban Meyer. Now, Meyer's future as the head football coach hangs in the balance. Will Urban Meyer coach another game at Ohio State?
My money says he won't.
For sure. Okay. What about you, Jeff?
I say he will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you said in pre-production,
Right.
maybe 2 game suspension, if that.
Right.
I'm about 50-50 right
50-50.
now. Yeah, I'm definitely split right now.
Yeah. The thing is with him, with Ohio State, I would say, they fired Woody Hayes.
Yeah.
They fired Tressel.
Yeah.
So they're not.
They've never
They
had
have a history of getting rid of some
They'll
coaches.
get rid
Good
of-
coaches.
I don't think
Great
they've
coach.
Great
ever,
coach,
ever
yeah.
had a coach leave on his own terms. They've always had to fire.
They've already got rid of
it.
him.
A scandal.
Yeah.
So that's what they do.
Athletics is under fire. I think they had a diving club accuser, maybe
Diving club.
sexually. Yeah.
Hold on, what?
Yeah. The diving club.
The dime.
The diving club. Yeah, he's the former coach. Preyed on 2 divers. One of them is a minor, And in a separate matter, dozens of former male athletes from 14 Ohio State teams accused former school doctor Richard Strauss of sexual misconduct. So, in turn, smoke.
Yeah.
That's fire. So, in turn, they want to make sure everything is under control. Yeah. But Urban will keep his job.
Yeah. It's all about coach. It's all about that $38 million they owe Urban.
38 is a lot.
38.
That's 38.
And Urban's every bit of it.
And then
that's a grip.
That's it. And with Zach Smith, his grandfather is the great Ohio State coach, Earl Bruce. Yeah. So the police are going to go with any story that's going on in Ohio State with that. So it's a bunch of different layers with that.
They were kind of insinuating that they got rid of him after his dad died, you know, so.
Yeah. I just can't say 4 games max. They got too many recruits.
Right. Yeah. I feel like the fact that Urban is still the coach and just don't leave right now says a lot. They aren't able to really pinpoint exactly what it is he knew in the time when all this stuff was going on. And that's the crazy part about it.
Circumstantial.
Yeah. And you haven't heard anybody transferring. You got Tate Martell, number 1 quarterback last year there, who will start game 1. You can't. If you would have heard, listen, if you would have been fired, people would have been out of that place.
Quickly.
Most definitely.
Most definitely. All right, let's move. Let's keep it in Ohio. Weezy's guy. The king.
One and only.
The one and only.
LeBron James opened his I Promise school in Akron, Ohio for 240 at-risk 3rd and 4th graders this week. Let's talk about what the I Promise school is going to bring for these students. It offers free tuition. I'm sorry. You get to go to a school run by LeBron James. That's number 1.
That's number 1.
With all his shoes everywhere, monuments everywhere, murals and all that good stuff, and you're Akron kids. That's something to look up to.
Right.
Then you get free tuition, free uniforms, free breakfast, lunch, and snacks. Shout out to snacks.
Snacks, yeah.
Free transportation within 2 miles, a bike with a helmet, access to a food pantry for your family, and guaranteed tuition for all graduates to the University of Akron.
That's dope.
That's big time. That's big time.
LeBron said something I thought it was real dope. He said, Akron, is looked on a certain kind of way at this point right now. I want to do a pinpoint from this day to 20 years later and look back and see what this school changes.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. That's a big deal, man.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
And a lot of people bring up the fact that Deion Sanders had his charter school. Jalen Rose. Yeah. Puff Daddy. P. Diddy.
Yeah. Diddy.
Pop. But I think the curriculum is, I think it's KIPP and rocket ship schools.
Yeah.
So in turn, that kind of
that charter field.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The days are 9 to 5.
Yeah, like a work day.
Man, you being
hold on, the school day 9 to 5.
School day 9 to 5.
Yeah. Ain't no way. I ain't LeBron.
Yeah, 9 to 5.
These are at-risk kids, though, Coach. We gotta keep them motivated, baby.
Yeah.
Hey man, there's got to be some hell of engagement in class. I'm tell you that right now.
They're gonna shut down about 2.
Think about high school.
Yeah, they're gonna shut down.
6 period.
Shut down.
1 o'clock here.
Nah, it's all
ready to go.
9 to 5.
Yeah.
We done been there since 6:50.
I'm out of here.
Ooh, 6:50.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, but that's a good formula that kind of works as far as like at home. If models like being homeschooled.
Yeah.
This is the thing about homeschooling though. Do you know any normal homeschool kids?
Not really.
Define.
Not really.
Right.
You put the crickets on that one.
You probably need to move on.
Oh, really? And real quick,
My bad.
Also, parents and students are going to receive access to like job placement services and help acquiring your GED. Like if parents will have a GED, right? That's really changing the era.
It is. Man. You think he'll open them up in LA, maybe Miami, maybe?
I don't know. That's a
lot
lie.
of bread.
That's a lie.
That's a lot of bread.
Go ahead.
2022 was going to try to get 8 through 12. I mean, well.
You can probably build on it.
Because
it's third and fourth right now.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Let's take it to the NFL, fellas.
Oh boy.
Colin Kaepernick had his name mysteriously bleeped out like a curse word from the upcoming Madden NFL 2019 game.
Okay.
Now, the mention of Kaepernick's name comes in the song "Big Bank" by YG. So, now the song includes a verse by Big Sean that makes a reference to protect his racial discrimination. Cap, who will not appear in the game because he hasn't been without a contract since last year. Johnny Manziel was on there for 2 years. Like, he was on there, and then who else was?
Cap was on there last year.
Cap was on there last year.
Cap was a free agent.
He was a free agent last year. I was saying, but 2 years ago, Johnny Manziel played in 4. He was on there for 2 years.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's move on. Now, developers at EA Sports said they messed up, quote, and the name had been removed as a mistake. It said that the decision has been made amidst confusion about rights, claiming that his name had been muted because EA was not sure whether they were allowed to use it, end quote. Now, what really happened to EA for this colossal mess up to happen?
That's pretty convenient.
Oh,
They tried to slide one over the people.
Yeah. Now, the people who's listening.
Yeah.
Like we were going to listen to the song. That's what they thought.
That's exactly what they thought, Weezy. Yeah. Are we boycotting Madden?
Yeah, let's do it.
You don't play the game.
Right.
It's easy to say if you don't play the game.
I honestly was ready to do it. I've made my stance known about the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for this show, I wouldn't watch the shit.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's like when that happened, I was like, don't even play Madden either. 2K it is. But they corrected their wrongs. They apologized for a big boy apology. I mean, you gotta give people a chance to get themselves right. So I can keep playing.
The NFL has showed where they stand.
Absolutely.
So the NFL though, and I think what they try to make the video games not a direct carbon copy. I mean, there's nobody being carted off. There's no concussion. You play the Madden. There ain't been no concussion on Madden. Nobody's gonna cart. I saw Ryan Shazier walking out. Was this weekend?
Yeah.
Scary shit I saw, dude. Like, how do you play football knowing that can happen?
Yeah.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey,
that went another way. My bad.
Dark,
yeah, for sure. My bad.
Real quick.
Huh?
Cody Brown on the shirt there.
I know, that's my guy. Yeah, he is.
Let's move on to a league that kind of gets it right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
okay.
All right. So the NBA has partnered with MGM Resorts and is going to be the league's official gaming partner. That's Weezy. So Adam right there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get a direct quote from Commissioner Adam Silver. As the landscape for sports betting in the U.S. continues to evolve at a rapid pace, MGM Resorts is a proven gaming leader for us to work with on this groundbreaking partnership. They're looking to have real-time NBA and WNBA data for collective efforts to maintain integrity for the games. Big deal, little deal, no deal.
That's a huge deal.
Huge deal.
Very huge deal.
Okay.
I think the sports betting industry in the U.S. is projected to be right around $67 billion to $150 billion.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Man, so if the NBA and its players can acquire a little piece of that, NBA players will stand to benefit with the raising of the cap, contracts, things like that. It's only gonna go.
Football gotta take note, man.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know which one with the NFL, but I'm telling y'all, NBA is gonna be the highest paid sport. It's gonna pass baseball. I'm telling y'all.
It can.
They already get $200 million
And
contract.
Silver's chasing that bag.
Yeah, now he's trying to get
whatever
bag.
opportunity
With
for
a
the bag.
bag,
Yeah.
Now most definitely.
Man.
I just think with gambling, they have to watch out with some of the younger players who are on two-way contracts or halfway out of the league because some games can be thrown for the right price.
It's gonna be some
Tony
examples.
from Blue Chips.
Tony from Blue Chips.
And Tony flunked PE.
Yeah,
It's gonna be some examples.
Tony from Blue Chips, man.
Somebody gonna try it.
Yeah, that's what you worry about.
Somebody
It opens their rabbit hole to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Tony flunked PE.
Tony definitely from PE. It was your man. What was that? Yeah.
March Madness.
March Madness.
March Madness.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to March Madness.
Yeah.
Let's keep it in the NBA.
Okay.
Blake Griffin and his ex-fiancée, Bryn Cameron, have reached an agreement in their custody dispute. Now, Griffin and Cameron will be forced to split right around $258,000 per month in child support. Back in February, Cameron sued Griffin for palimony, alleging that the five-time All-Star left Cameron and their two children, 5-year-old Ford and 2-year-old Finn, to date reality TV star Kendall Jenner, who he no longer dates. She now dates Ben Simmons. So,
Shout out to Ben Simmons.
is this a win for Bryn Cameron?
Yeah.
Hold on, say the number.
She will receive $258,000 per month in child support.
Who was his lawyer?
Who is he?
He's
He clearly had Lavelle Glenn.
Man, I mean, what else would he go to the national state? I mean, my
So-
goodness.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
That's funny. My Nashville business, that's hilarious.
Yeah, sure, most definitely.
Clearly had a veil.
Lavelle ain't that. But now Cameron, I know, shout out to Lavelle. Cameron also has a baby with former Heisman Trophy winner Matt Leinart. So,
Oh, she got a history.
She
putting the lock on Superstar.
for sure.
The lock.
She clocking,
Yeah,
locking it up.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, two sports. Yeah, the Griffin was traded from the Clippers after he signed a $171 million contract with the Clippers in the summer of 2017.
She filed this in LA, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, if you read anything about famous people with money, I always say steer clear of LA. If you can.
California laws.
California laws. That's what got Nas.
God, nah.
Nas.
Yeah. for sure. Even with marriage, and also with kids.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's a lot of money
in Idaho.
You got to keep that lifestyle.
Yeah,
Idaho. You got to keep Kansas, Wyoming,
Sudan
to get you right.
Sudan.
Y'all crazy.
Let's move on, man. That Coach Brown is your boy.
What's going on with Roquan, man?
All right, so Roquan Swift is currently the last holdout for all first-round draft picks in the NFL with the Chicago Bears. The language of his rookie contract that's been made available to him is saying that the Bears could reclaim any and all guaranteed money if he is suspended for violating the NFL's new helmet-to-helmet rule. Now, if we watch that Thursday night game, the first game, the Hall of Fame game for this week, that rule is so many moving parts at this point. Are we mad at Roquan for not signing this?
Absolutely not.
No. You got to try. I mean, his agent is the same person that had Joey Bosa hold out last year, so...
Because
he doing the right thing. You got to protect yourself first and foremost.
Because, Roquan Smith has to learn how to tackle again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a totally different rule from college. You got to learn how to tackle. Pretty much play linebacker all over again.
All over.
And that's dangerous for him.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, on the low, and people haven't paid attention to this, the last Chicago Bears, when they drafted Mitchell Trubisky, put in his contract that if he did things detrimental to the team, made tweets, offensive statements online, anything like that, they can reclaim guaranteed money from him as well. So the Bears have been doing this the last couple of years,
but that's not. That ain't cool. I wouldn't sign it.
It's only 4 teams that have the same written contracts that Smith wants, so it's not a normal thing to do. But in turn, I think they'll meet amicably as far as which way that they'll go. But Roquan needs to get out there, man. Roquan's a beast too. Yeah, he's sideline to sideline.
He got to be out there for them to be good.
Yeah, for sure. The Bears will be good though. They'll win more games than Cleveland this year. Anybody want that bet? That's a double bet.
More games in Cleveland.
Yeah, they'll win more games in Cleveland.
Yeah, like you saying.
NFC North.
Yeah, most definitely.
Nah.
That's
Green Bay, Detroit, and Minnesota. They still gonna be in the basement.
We should probably take that bet back.
Yeah.
People under the stairs.
Yeah, nobody put their hand out. Before we can start with halftime, let's talk about a fight. Cavs big man Tristan Thompson and Warriors agitator Draymond Green reportedly got into a bit of a kerfuffle at LeBron James ESPN ESPY's party. Now the word is Tristan attacked Draymond out of nowhere. Onlooker said it was a quote sucker punch. No argument, no squaring up, no taking it outside, just a blind face mush. Now the fracas apparently forced LeBron and Kevin Durant to break it up. Verified for TT to mush Draymond Green.
Draymond said it was on site, so it's on site.
Yeah.
If you tell me it's on site, got your head on the swivel.
So the thing is,
so 2 millionaires gonna meet up and fight.
Yeah.
Sure. Draymond said it was on site.
Draymond
also come from the same cloth.
Right.
None of that.
And Draymond had been picking and agitating him the whole summer.
Yep.
They said they saw each other at numerous parties prior to, and it was the same back and forth.
Yeah.
Cleveland's going to be trash. LeBron left. I see why LeBron left. You're a bum. You're going to be nothing without LeBron. TT. There was some Kardashian jokes mixed in between that as well.
He had enough.
So it's But Draymond got on Instagram and said the accusation was quote inaccurate with 20 crying laughing emojis after the fact. So,
but there's no video to this.
There is no video of this. No, anything LeBron James is closely involved to, there's no video.
Yeah, LeBron he from that Jay-Z Beyonce clause.
For sure.
All NDAs.
Yeah,
non-disclosure agreements.
Sure. Who wins the fight though? Draymond is a fighter. He from Detroit.
Yeah, from Michigan.
He's fighting. I think he's from
Grand Rapids.
Something
like
that.
You fight from Florida from?
Yeah. Fight. It's time to fight.
Yeah.
It's time to fight. Put your dukes up.
But Tristan had enough.
Yeah.
You can't just tell a man on live TV, man. He ain't from the same cloth from him.
Yeah.
He ain't like me.
Yeah, Tristan wrong man.
And then keep picking at me when you see me.
He picking in pride.
You know who to pick.
No, I feel it. Yeah.
He picking with the right person.
Picking with the right person.
Cripple Mosaic Randolph.
Yeah.
No, he don't do that to see.
Nobody would do that.
No.
Some of those people on that list, Morris twins, somebody tweeted him. Did you see that? And somebody was like, the question was, how will was the Celtics find a way to play Marcus Morris.
Yeah.
And Marcus Morris responded and said, "There's always a place for a tough guy in the NBA."
Yeah.
Somebody tweeted, "Fake tough guy."
Yeah.
Cut your location. So that's me. And
Cut your
somebody
location.
asked you that, it's time to go.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's real.
Because when we got the halftime coming up, man, let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown's a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Yeah, we're going to get it started talking about Jerry Jones, the much heralded Dallas Cowboy owner, and his decision to force his players to stand for the national anthem. Now, are the Cowboy football players being happy, contented field hands but not speaking out about their owner? Are they being Samuel L. Jackson for Django, hopping Bob from Life? FSP, let me know what's good. What do you think? Moving on. Next question, really quick. I know we're doing our top 7 wide receivers, top 7 tight ends, but FSP, who is your top tight end of all time, all eras included, top receiver of all time? And finally, yet importantly, we're getting on to the bum of the week. Former Baylor University head coach Art Browse, who was fired because of a slew of sexual assaults, misconducts within his program at Baylor. He was recently named the head coach of an Italian-American football team. That sounds like an oxymoron if I ever heard one. That's like being the best fish fryer at Popeyes. I don't get it. So with that said, he is the new head coach of a new league in Italy that is trying to promote American football. So he's gone from American football here in North America to Italy. Art Browse, for that very reason, you are the bum of the week. Hey, I'm the coach, Coach Brown that is, Root, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. First thing you talked about, Coach Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones.
Hopping Bob.
Hopping Bob.
That's crazy.
If you guys play for the Dallas Cowboys, would you guys listen to your slave master, your plantation owner, and follow orders?
I wouldn't.
I'm sitting in the locker room.
You can't make me stand for something. You know what I mean? I understand he signs the checks, and I get it. People have families to take care of, but man, I have a right to do what I want to do.
After he didn't take his head off, or knew the words, or sang along with it, they played the national anthem at practice. And he kept his hat on. Someone mentioned to him to take his hat off, and he kept his hat on after that. He threw the rules out there. Because you're not doing it.
I'm done with Jerry Jones because I seen him last year. He went on the field,
And
took
took
a
that
knee,
knee.
and then came back this year and talking like we didn't see him take that knee.
Right.
I'm done with him.
Crazy.
List.
Yeah. Next thing Coach Brown talked about, best tight end of all time. Anybody got a dog in this fight?
Tony Gonzalez.
I mean, that's the same thing. I'll go Shannon Sharp.
That's a solid.
Best tight end, man.
He for the same.
Antonio Gates. Well, I guess it's solid.
I think Gronky is, y'all.
You like Grunt?
I like Gronk.
It's a few of them, man. Like
Too much.
Shannon Sharp, Tony Gonzalez. It's
Jimmy
a lot
Graham
of
was,
them, man.
when he was at his peak.
Jimmy Graham, man. It's just
Yeah.
and it's a lot of tight ends that probably functioned well for like 2 or 3 years. Y'all might not even remember Ben Coates.
For sure.
2-3 years cooking. You know, so
Frank Watcher.
Algie Crumpler with the Falcons.
Algie
Frank Watcher.
Mark Bavaro.
Mark Bavaro.
Bavaro.
I gotta tell y'all something. My tight end coach at TSU told me, he said playing tight end is the toughest position because they expect you to block like a starting right tackle and catch like a number 2 receiver.
For sure.
It's tough.
Yeah.
So to have that skill set to do what these guys are doing now, man, I commend them.
Yeah. Speaking of football, before we get started, second half, Italian American football team, our Browns. That's the only place gonna hire his ass.
Yeah, for real.
Gotta go to Italy.
That's crazy, bro.
Will that work?
Get that check, man.
I
Keep
guess
getting
so.
them checks.
Yes, I gotta keep getting the
Keep
check.
getting them checks.
He got that phone call.
You probably getting paid in euros too. So.
Yeah, for sure. You know that currency exchange crazy.
Yeah. He was like, "How fast I need to be there?"
Right. Because he was trying to get. He had got a gig and then they fired him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He was like, "How fast I need to be there?"
Oh, hard.
Yeah.
Will he ever coach again in the States?
I think so.
Because he got. Hey, I'm telling you, his son is a hell of a. Is he an OC at?
Nah, he left. He left Lane Kiffin.
He left Lane Kiffin.
Yeah. I think in Houston. He in Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he got some shit.
Oh, really?
And it's all our Browns, for sure. Most definitely. Let's get started second half, fellas.
The second half is underway.
Second half, the 2018 NFL Top 7 series with the wide receivers and tight ends, part 2. Before we get started, I am J.O.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy was popping.
Coach Brown in the building. As much as running backs don't want to hear it, the NFL has become a pass-friendly league over the past couple of years. Seeing some numbers displayed for some of the top wide receivers and tight ends in the game. Now, FSP asked our loyal listeners to put together a list who they perceive to be the top 7 wide receivers and tight ends heading into the 2018 NFL season. Now, this list is strictly related to their 2017-2018 stats and performance, and who has the best chance of maintaining their great play heading into the 2018 season. Without further ado, let's get to the top 7 wide receivers. Now, Jeff, how do we come about this list this week?
All the criteria stay the same.
Mm-hmm.
Take your last season's performance,
Mm-hmm.
add it in with who we think can keep up that level of performance and also excel at that.
Most definitely.
And we got our listeners to present us with their list.
Yeah.
Added those in.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah. You want to give out last year's rankings?
It's not too enthused about that.
Yeah, not stress.
All right, so last year started number 7 was Mike Evans. Number 6, it's a wide receiver list, of course.
Okay.
Mike Evans, Jarvis Landry, AJ Green, at number 4, Dez Bryant, number 3, Odell Beckham Jr., and a tie for number 1 with Julio Jones and Antonio Brown.
Wow. Yeah.
Tie.
It's a tie.
Yeah.
And that really happened.
Yeah.
Real numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. So what we'll do, we'll go through some of the honorable mentions, starting with AJ Green, fellas. AJ Green didn't make this list.
That's tough.
He was ranked 5th last year, like Jeff just said, 30 years old.
At least be 7.
At least 7. You have 7 on your list, Coach.
Tough.
Yeah. He had his worst season in terms of efficiency, though. 75 catches, only 143 targets. It's really hard to be efficient and productive when your quarterback is the Red Rifle.
But he has been, though. He has been efficient.
It's only so long, man. It's only so long you can hold that ship up. That's why Calvin got out of there. Calvin working whack Arnold's now, dude.
Nah, it wasn't as bad as Calvin.
Calvin working whack Arnold's. No, for sure. With his standards, though, you think of AJ Green, you put him in the ilk of Julio's.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins, Antonio
top
Brown.
tier.
As far as talent-wise, he just needs a quarterback to actually get him the ball. So, and I would say AJ McCarron should have started after week 3 of last year. I know that all the money is behind the Red Rifle.
Yeah.
But the Red Rifle ain't getting the ball to the best wide receiver on the team.
Shout out to the Red Rifle.
The next person that make the list
is Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
This one surprised me.
That's your guy.
He was on my list.
Yeah.
Not quite sure how he didn't make this year.
I mean, last year he was 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I understand James had an off year last year, so that affected him a lot.
Right.
But Mike Evans was definitely a receiver, I think, that's going to have a bounce back season this year.
And he got paid.
Yeah,
True. Yeah, he just got paid.
Their cut is the issue for them, though.
Why does that go?
The OC, he's horrible.
Yeah.
He's
horrible.
Well, let's just be honest.
bad.
Mike Evans is not a burner. He's just a big guy.
He gets open, though. Mike Evans open right now.
Yeah.
Mike Evans open with
He can run
4 of
when
us
he get the
around.
Because he's
size.
a big guy.
And he's just 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the mix.
Got the mid. Hey, nothing like those mids.
Yeah.
The next person on honorable mention list, T.Y. Hilton. Now, T.Y. of course wasn't ranked last year, but he hasn't had much luck the last 3
No
years.
pun intended.
For sure. Because the quarterback play has been trash. Now, I had Andrew Luck 2 years ago, and he ruined my fantasy season. And then the next year after that, he just didn't even play the whole damn season. Now he's throwing a weighted ball. He just who knows what Andrew Luck is doing, but if Andrew Luck is back to the Andrew Luck of old, we'll see a different T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah.
But still, 4 straight consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. So
Yeah.
very good player. We got one more?
Yep. Got Larry Fitzgerald,
Mm.
the ageless warrior.
Mm.
Coming off of a 1,000-yard season last year, had 6 touchdowns. The quarterback situation in Arizona hasn't always been the best.
Nah, for sure.
Got Sam Bradford
Definitely
this
not
year.
recently.
Sam Bradford's
Oh,
definitely.
my
Josh
gosh.
Rosen will be
Josh
starting by week 8.
Denny Can, Sam Bradford.
He's the definition
Oh, my
of a
God.
Denny.
How much?
Do we get hurt getting out the car?
He's like 160.
Yeah. Tough.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And Coach Brown says Sam Bradford get hurt getting out the car.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. And you think Josh Rosen takes over by her?
Oh, yeah, by week
Easily.
8. Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, because Brown right. Sam Bradford allowed to get her trying on the uniform.
Yeah, tough.
No, for sure.
He's horrible.
And Fitz always got
Last
hurt.
year proved it. Did you
Oh,
see
yeah,
him
for sure.
last year?
Oh, he's straight.
Like, he couldn't even stand.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he's straight.
And how was he starting?
He's got
If I'm number 3, like, I'm not better than a one-legged quarterback.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
There's something with Bradford, the way he plays, the way he understands the offense. But back to Fitzgerald, though, I mean, he's consistent. Like, over the past 3 years, had over 105 receptions each year, 109 last year. I mean, exactly, right?
It's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, definitely. 15 years in the league, 34 years old this year. I like to see him play. I hope he keeps going forever.
But
I hope this is last year. I really do.
I think he has 2 more. But if he had 6 touchdown catches with no quarterback for his whole career, basically, who's his best quarterback? Carson?
Carson.
Yeah,
Right.
But you got to think about it. They spent the last 2 to 3, maybe 4 years trying to replace him. They just can't.
They just
Oh,
can't.
he did have Kurt Warner.
He had Kurt.
Warner.
Yeah.
Kirk. Kirk throw you over.
Yeah.
Kirk can play right now.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Kirk can play right now.
I don't know about
If
that.
he gets absolutely no pressure,
Yeah,
he'll
for sure.
be all right.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely no. None.
None.
Now, we missed, what's that?
Kirk can play right now.
Kirk can play right now. Dead ass. If Jerry Rice can get open right now, Kirk can play. Jerry
Rice
Rice said he open right now.
I'm going to tell you,
Jerry Rice
Yes.
stick him.
that last season Jerry Rice was with the Seattle
Yeah,
Seahawks.
correct.
I seen him get hit on a flat route.
Yeah.
He almost died.
He did.
Yeah.
Now, we missed out on a couple of people. Stephon Diggs didn't get mentioned. Brandon Cooks, Marvin Jones, Doug Baldwin, Weezy's boy Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
But it's only 7 spots. So let's get started with the list. And the number 7 person on our list is Jarvis Landry, 25 years old. He was ranked 6th last year. I think Jarvis Landry, and everybody knows he listens to the show, I'm a big-time Jarvis Landry fan, looking for that 80 jersey in Cleveland right now. If you can find one by Cleveland listeners, get that for me. He's the best slot receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
I really do think so.
That's the key word, slot receiver.
Yeah, I mean, Wes Welker was a slot receiver.
Yeah, he been in Wes Welker.
I mean, you damn right he better than Wes Welker. Better than Julian Edelman. Like, if you, Brandon Cooks, he's a slot receiver. Landry is just always around the football. He's only 24 years old, be 25 this year. I think his relatively, weakness is his lack of touchdown production. He only scored, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns this year?
Yeah, Tannehill.
Yeah. Jay Cutler. That's even worse. That's even worse.
I'm not even going to comment on that. You get hurt around here talking about Jay Cutler.
Jay
Yeah,
Cutler.
in Nashville. You get hurt if you get hurt talking about Jay Cutler in Nashville.
Yeah,
He stole money last year.
Yeah, that was sure.
He was functional.
Yeah, he was a functional quarterback.
That's what we call it.
Yeah. But with Jarvis Landry, I do think that he's so underrated.
Yeah.
Because he played in Miami. He'll play with Cleveland next year. They'll win 6 games. He'll look a lot better.
8.
6.
Let's move on to number 6, man.
Yeah, right.
Michael Thomas from the New Orleans Saints. 1,200-yard receiver.
Right.
That's solid.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
104 receptions. Going into his 3rd season.
Yeah.
I'm looking for him on my fantasy team.
He's open.
Yeah, he's definitely open.
And it makes life easier if you're playing with Drew
Brees.
Brees.
That's a good benefit.
And the one thing is, if you've been paying attention to New Orleans Saints camp, they're saying they're going to open up the offense a lot more this year. With Ingram being out those 4 games.
Yeah.
And want to depend more on Drew Brees. Now, he only had, I believe, 26 touchdowns. Not under 20 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, he did.
Right around 20 touchdowns. So
Yeah.
they're looking to open up the offense a little bit more. So that says a lot for Michael Thomas.
I mean, but look what they're saying. Open up a lot more. I mean, what more can they do?
Yeah.
They were run heavy. For the New Orleans Saints, they were very run heavy last year, considering.
Rightfully so. I think they had a better team last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were more well-rounded.
Okay.
I mean, you got Kamara that can do everything.
Right.
And then, you get an Ingram back. He can run between the tackles.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough like that.
Yeah.
But Michael Thomas is open.
Yeah,
And
he's open right now.
Yeah, natural route runner,
Yeah.
6'3".
Yeah.
The only thing about him that he's just so. And he talks shit. If you see him
I
on
love
Twitter,
it. I love
he talks about all the wide receivers that were drafted in front of him,
Yeah.
all the people that on the top 100 list that were in front of him. And he had one of the best wide receiving years at the position. And I think I had him a little higher on my list, just a straight junkyard dog. And I wish he played for the San Francisco 49ers.
Only 5 touchdowns.
Only 5 touchdowns. But he open, though.
He open.
Yeah.
I'll take him in Buffalo any day.
Yeah. I need all y'all. Who's your number one? Zay?
Kelvin Benjamin's our number 1.
So who's your number one? Zay?
No, hell no.
Zay Jones?
If Zay Jones becomes my number 1 receiver, I might turn in my fan card.
Ooh.
That's tough.
This year, Zay can't be my number 1. He was naked fighting his brother.
He was naked.
Hold on, what?
He was.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's move on to number 5. Keenan Allen, 26 years old, wasn't ranked last year, mainly due to the fact that he was hurt with a big dog injury in 2016. 102 catches, 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns in his first full season since 2014. This was the year that you saw Keenan Allen. Like, you said and say, man, I remember Keenan Allen.
This is what we were
This is
looking
what
for.
we were looking for with Keenan, man. The thing is with him and Phillip Rivers, the other wide receiver with the dreads, is it Benjamin?
Benjamin.
Yeah. They're waiting on, what's the kid from Clemson? Mike Williams.
Mike Williams coming
When they get Mike Williams there opposite him and then Benjamin in the slot, it's going to be trouble. Keenan Allen's a player, man.
Hunter Henry is hurt now, right?
Yeah, he
Out for the
Oh,
year.
yeah, done for the season.
Yeah.
I mean, 102 catches, 1,300 yards. That's a good year.
So
It's
what
a
he's
great year.
capable of,
With
man.
Phillip Rivers, you're going to eat, though.
Yeah.
You just gonna eat.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers going to
You're
have
going
you
to
down.
ball or fall. Either or.
You're going to be down with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And Phillip Rivers going to drop back every time.
Well,
That's when you eat.
The Bolo time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to flame.
Yeah, nah, for sure. He's a player.
Let's move on to our next person.
Yeah.
Julio Jones.
Ooh.
Julio.
Yeah, Julio was tied for number 1 last year.
Yeah.
29. Coming off of some say an unproductive year.
I do.
Some say
Only because of the touchdown.
Some say.
Only
had
because of the
14.
touchdown.
But he had 1,400
Right,
receiving.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, come on.
1,400
He had
receiving.
1,400.
And only 88 catches.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
1,400 receiving.
So he getting some
only 88
yak.
catches.
And this is
And
the
some
thing.
yak.
Yeah, he gets some yak.
And opposite him is Muhammad Sanu.
Yeah.
He's not open.
No.
Hell no, Muhammad Sanu's not
The
open.
third receiver better than him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I can't remember that cat name.
Yeah, he's trash.
Sanu ain't nothing.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
really Yeah.
Julio only had 3 touchdowns last year.
Oof.
That's a killer.
Calvin Ridley's going to help them.
Calvin
Calvin
Ridley. Ooh.
That's the thing, though.
Sanu might be up out of there.
But the problem with them is their OC. Because if you can't get schemes to get Devontae Freeman the ball,
Sarkisian, man.
ain't no way in the world you're going to get Calvin really open.
Yeah. Fifth of Jan Sarkisian, yeah.
Yeah, now for sure.
Cheers,
But the thing is, if you just put Julio,
Julio.
Calvin Johnson is Megatron, I think Julio Jones is Optimus Prime, man.
Yeah, easy.
No doubt.
Easy.
It ain't no question,
Yeah.
man. He's
Yeah, I
freak,
can see
man,
that.
athletic.
Crazy athletic.
Yeah, 1,400 though.
1,400.
On a bad year. This is a bad
That's
year.
a bad
This
year.
is a bad year.
3 touchdowns, 88 catches, 1,400 though.
It's considered a bad year.
Yeah.
Fantasy-wise, it was a bad year.
Well,
Oh, it hurt.
yeah.
Ooh, it hurts.
Number 3 is Odell Beckham Jr.,
comes the
25
controversy.
years old.
Oh,
Last year's rank, he was 3rd. Stayed there. Odell missed, 14 games, 15
Something like
games?
A lot.
Due to a broken
10
ankle.
plus, definitely.
The thing is with Odell, he's dealt with a hamstring early in his career. It's just durability issues with him. But when he's on the field,
Mm-hmm.
Odell Beckham is, if not top 3, he might be top 2.
Mm-hmm.
No question.
The only thing about him is durability. And there's no way that you can put Keenan Allen in front of him, even if he only played 3 or 4 games. There's no way.
No.
Impossible.
Nah, he's just different kind of athlete. Different kind of wide receiver.
Why haven't they paid him yet?
That's my thing. Like,
Yeah.
when you underperform,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you don't get the bread. When you perform, you don't get the bread. What do you got to do?
What you got to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what can you do?
Hold out.
But he's saying if he don't get, there's a contract. If he don't get a contract by week 1, he won't play.
They gonna pay. They have to.
I just can't blame him.
Yeah.
He's
Gotta
outplayed.
get your money,
He
man.
outplayed his contract. His rookie
2 years.
If I
Yeah,
outplay my
yeah.
contract, I need to get my bread. It's plain and simple.
It ain't no question. Then you bring Saquon in, who's getting 30 guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Pay this man,
Yeah,
dude.
give him his
Yeah.
money.
Nah, for sure. Let's move on. Him at 3. He got to be 3. For sure. I got maybe 2. But go ahead, my bad.
I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving on to number 2.
Right.
This person was not even on our list last year.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
It's insane.
That's how bad his quarterback was.
DeAndre Hopkins, coming off of a 96 catch, 1,300 yard receiving season, had 13 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
13.
You know what that tells me? His OC is targeting him in the red zone.
And
Go find
13?
Go find him.
How tall is D-Hop?
6'1".
6'1".
Julio is what?
6'4".
6'4".
Come on, bro.
Come on now.
Come on.
That's your OC problem.
And he got Tom Savage. What had him?
Yeah.
He had Deshaun Watson for half the year.
Yeah.
But
He had Tom Savage a lot. Though.
yeah, a lot.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Lots of mesh jobs. It's my kind of receiver, man. He's open. He's going to make the big catch. He's going to make the tough catch.
Yeah.
And he's going to let you know about it.
He might be the best route runner of all these receivers.
AB.
It's between them two.
It's between them two.
You see what he did to D'Angelo Hall?
Oh, he did a motherfucker. I mean, he did something to him.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for real.
And he's only 26.
Put him on the slab.
Hey, man.
He made D'Angelo. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, he did.
Can't talk after somebody twist you like a pretzel.
Hey,
On a stop and go.
Auntie Annie, too.
Yeah,
for sure. I think this is the best young quarterback wide receiver duo in the league.
Watson and Hopkins.
Yeah.
I hope they both.
They got the other young boy, too, from Notre Dame that can run.
Yeah. Fly routes, though.
Yeah.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
but that's what they need with Hopkins.
He got one. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's his
Fuller.
name?
I can't remember his name.
Not Fuller.
Well,
Yes,
Fuller.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fly route.
And he got speed.
But listen,
Got speed.
why ain't Braxton in the slot?
I don't know what Braxton got going on.
Yeah, Braxton, he wanted to be Odell and shit with the hair.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
He ain't Odell, though.
Nah, he ain't no
Yeah,
deal.
he ain't Odell, for sure. Number 1, man. Antonio Brown, 30 years old. Last year, he was tied for first. By any metric, and you're a Steelers fan,
Mm-hmm.
Antonio Brown is the easy choice for number 1 in any situation.
No brainer.
Always open. And he ain't never open. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, because that first game against Jacksonville, Ben was forcing on the ball.
Yeah.
And he looked like Falco out there.
Yeah. I've never seen nobody catch the ball up against the sideline or the back of the end zone. Nobody playing Brown catch the ball.
Dude,
I ain't never seen nobody do that.
You forget how small he is.
Right.
That's because he plays so well. So
he had 1,500,
yeah.
and he missed 2 regular season games. If he doesn't get hurt with that calf injury, he is the number 1. I think he gets MVP.
He was close.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Best football wide receiver I've ever seen.
Chad
Johnson.
This dude never out of bounds.
Nah, Chad Johnson feet is
I'm
crazy.
telling you.
What you got, Coach?
Chad has some good feet.
Man, AB's open.
AB got some good feet too. Though.
Yeah, I'm not knocking that.
Chad want to come work with the Titans wide receiver.
He need to do that. They need him. But at 5'10", the way that he
Yeah.
brings in 100 balls a year,
That's tough.
yeah, 1,500.
Goes back to scheme.
Goes back
Give
to
your players the ball, man.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, for sure. Let's move on to the Titans. So let's go through the list, man. Number 1 was Antonio Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 was DeAndre Hopkins. Number 3 was Odell Beckham. Number 4 was Julio Jones. Number 5 was Keenan Allen. Number 6 was Michael Thomas. You know, his nephew, Keyshawn Jones.
Keyshawn, I've never heard.
And number 7 is Jarvis Landry.
Nice.
Who on this list will not be there when we do 2019?
Keenan.
Damn. I say Jarvis.
I say it could be Jarvis just because of the weapons they have, and we don't know how that quarterback situation gonna
I would
materialize.
say Jarvis too.
I say Jarvis and AJ gets back.
Cause Philip Rivers know Keenan Allen is good. He gonna get them by Keenan Allen.
I just wanted to say him.
Who else he gonna throw it to?
That's the only thing.
Right.
Can he say him?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's move on to the tight ends. The makeup of the tight end position has changed a bit in recent years, but the future is bright. If you look at it, Gronk, older. Delaney Walker, real old. Greg Olsen, extremely old. And Antonio Gates is gone.
Yeah,
He's gone.
They're talking about bringing them back.
They
got
have
to.
to. Yeah, they have to. So there's a lack of talent, but there's a lot of young guys that's looking to replace those guys. And this position is mostly youth-led, and I think it's the most youth-led skill position in the NFL, besides maybe O-line. Yeah, for sure. We want to talk about O-linemen here on the Full Sport Press
It's
Podcast.
discrimination.
It is. It's some O-line discrimination.
Can't do nothing without those guys up front.
But it's really hard to rank.
The most important part of the team, man.
I agree, but it's very hard to rank.
Keep your lineman happy.
Pro Football Focus does a good job.
Check them out, man. ProFootballFocus.com.
They ain't gonna have you here.
We ain't doing the O-line. Shout out to the O-line. Give out last year's rankings, Joe.
That's tough, man. Number 7, Jason Witten. Number 6, Jimmy Graham. He is all those coaches, right about that. Number 5, Jordan Reed. Number 4, Delaney Walker. Number 3, Travis Kelce. 2, Greg Olsen. Number 1, DeGronk.
Okay. Let's kind of go over these honorable mentions. First person on the list was Evan Ingram. What are we talking about?
First person, honorable mention.
Kyle
Rudolph.
Kyle Rudolph?
Yeah.
I thought Kyle Rudolph was
I didn't slid Evan Ingram.
I thought Kyle Rudolph was 7.
Yeah, Evan Ingram was 7.
Really?
Yeah,
man.
I didn't agree.
Yeah, sure. I'm hot about that. I thought Kyle Rudolph was 7. Yeah. All right, so let's go through the honorable mention list. And what we'll do, we'll start off with Kyle Rudolph not making this list.
Yeah. It was a close
which is egregious
between he and number 7.
Dude, but Kyle Rudolph was, if it wasn't Stephon Diggs, if it wasn't Adam Thielen, it was Kyle Rudolph. Man, he had
8 touchdowns.
Hey, man.
He had the targets in the red zone.
The criteria was who has the chance to take what they did, maintain, or progress.
Yeah,
he should be able to maintain it.
You got to look at it. He got Kurt.
Cook and Cousins.
And Kurt, he had 2 reads. It was Jordan Reed,
Vernon Davis.
Vernon Davis.
Goodness.
What quarterback do you believe in, man?
Not Kirk Cousins.
Aaron Rodgers. I believe in him. Drew Brees. I believe in him.
Yeah, I don't believe in
Not Matthew Stafford, though.
Hell no.
You should believe in Stafford, though.
Man, Stafford, nah.
I should believe in him.
Okay, Ebron, you can't get him the ball.
Ebron ain't nice.
Ebron's open, though.
Them receivers get the ball.
Matthew Stafford,
Jones, Tate, they get the ball.
He took more yards than Cam do every year.
Well, yeah, I'm telling you. But if I'm starting the team tomorrow, you starting the team tomorrow.
Huh? What about the rush yard?
Who are you starting with? Stafford and Cam Newton. Who are you going with?
If I'm starting the team tomorrow,
you got to pick between them two with a great
roster. Whose roster I got?
It doesn't matter. You need a quarterback.
It matters because
if you got Marvin Jones and you got
Cam. Cam got Marvin Jones and Golden Tate. Give me Cam.
Cam need a run game with him though. Stafford don't. He's never had one.
He never had one. He's throwing about 45 times up.
Yeah.
He's throwing about 50 times a game. Yeah. If Cam was throwing about 50 times a game, he had 40. What he had? 43.
Yeah, 43 last year.
With 34.
The more passes Cam throws, the worse he does.
Don't tell him that.
When he throws between 20 to 25 really should be his limit.
Right.
And it's not that he's a bad quarterback. He functions different than other quarterbacks.
He's just a special.
It's not 30, 40 passes and he's going to be great.
Don't tell him
that's not his game.
Listen. It's something about 4 and I'm taking it from you.
Hey, you're not going to be on the show no more.
Tom Terrific, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers.
It's rough.
That's it.
It's rough.
And I love Cam, but I think it's the system that he's always played in. Always been run heavy, tight end heavy. So it's a lot of play action, a lot of screens.
Yeah, they know he can't throw the football.
What if your wide receiver is Devin Funchess, though? If that's your
receivers are big and slow. So
now he has DJ Moore. Mm-hmm. He's gonna kill.
What wide receivers does Matthew Stafford have?
Golden Tate.
He got Jones and Tate.
He had Megatron.
He had Calvin.
Megatron in 2 years, 3 years.
You just saying
when you have Calvin, but Calvin leaving actually allowed Matthew Stafford to develop more as a passer. Because think about it, when you got Calvin, it's like I got progressions, but I'm looking for Calvin.
Because Calvin is open.
Yeah.
But again, Kyle Rudolph. Yeah, for sure. Kyle Rudolph, he'll have Kirk Cousins this year. I think he'll have another great year. But he did not make the list.
Yeah,
who else didn't make the list, Jeff?
Jordan Reed, man.
Jordan Reed can't stay healthy. He's a Florida Gator, though.
Of course.
Yeah. If he was healthy, he's a top 3 tight end. Let's keep it a buck.
If he's healthy, we have never seen him healthy.
Never seen him.
In 2015, he had 87 catches, 952, and 11 touchdowns, y'all, in just 14 games.
No, Jordan Reed's a monster. If he stay healthy, he's a monster.
We just said if he stay healthy.
We just
say it.
Last year, he was 5th He's a Florida Gator. That's my guy.
He had 211 yards last year.
Yeah.
Receiving.
211.
Yeah.
I might get that right now.
I think you can get it. Yeah. 16.
I might pass out.
You definitely gonna pass out.
Yeah.
Jimmy's gonna be on fire.
Yeah,
most definitely. Any other honorable mentions?
Those were the two, sir.
And this is the thing. Jack Doyle. I made a bad trade.
Woo!
Jack Doyle.
You made a bad
I made a bad trade, Jack Doyle.
But
he was solid,
he hit me up about the trade.
I needed that. And if Jack Doyle can get open, and him and good old Andrew.
He was on a lot of honorable mention lists I saw.
Yeah, for sure. And then Cameron Brake as well.
Yeah.
He can't block though, but he's playing for the Bucks this year. So, can we get to the list, fellas?
Let's do it.
Who we got at 7, Jeff?
Number 7. The guy you didn't want to go with, but
right.
He's here. Evan Ingram.
My guy.
Yeah.
This is my guy.
Are you sure?
Kyle Rudolph is just a better tight end to me.
Okay.
Coming into the year that he came off of last year, going into 2018.
Okay. Why do you think Kyle Rudolph have a better season than Evan Ingram?
Well, because Kirk Cousins is going to look for him first. And then he's going to look for Adam Thielen second. Stephon Diggs is not going to live with that.
Nah, he's going to look for Stephon Diggs.
He's going to find
Stephon Diggs just got a bag, though.
I don't give a damn what he's talking
did.
about. Listen, they gave Terrell Pryor that money, and he was
TP.
not looking for him.
Shout out to my boy TP.
You try to
Lord
put TP on,
have
he can't. Is he playing?
No.
He played for the Jets?
No, he with the Redskins?
No, he with the Jets. He's with the Jets.
He's with the Jets now. My guy TP.
Oh, he used to become a journeyman.
Yeah.
That quick?
Yeah.
Only take 2 years to become a
That's all
journeyman.
it is. But back to Evan Ingram, I think he's the best young tight end in the game.
Yes, sir.
Can't block for shit.
No.
Well,
for shit.
it's not what we're here for, man.
But here to catch.
Yeah.
Well, did he make any catches?
You get it?
Yeah.
He had 64 receptions last year.
Yeah, it's not bad.
722 yards as a tight end.
It's a tight end.
It's a tight end.
That's solid.
That's solid.
That's solid. No Odell, though.
No Odell. He was the only one, pretty much. Him and Sterling Shepard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And there's still Eli back there, though.
Still Eli.
In coaching turmoil.
In coaching terms.
And no running game.
He'll look a lot better.
Yes,
Saquon,
sir.
Odell's
Yes,
back.
sir.
Sterling look a lot better.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like
Seven.
him.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Who we got?
Jimmy Graham.
Young Jimmy Graham.
You got soul.
Does Jimmy still got soul?
Jimmy might not have soul anymore. New Orleans is his soul. But he's going to kill with Green Bay.
He should kill because Seattle didn't use him.
Seattle didn't use him. They don't know how to use. They don't know how to use people.
Not tight end.
Not
Not
Not a tight end like that. I mean, he
He had 10 touchdowns last
He
year.
had 10 touchdowns last year?
He only got targeted in the red zone. Like, they didn't use him until the 20 end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was open though.
Yeah.
Only had 57 catches.
Shit, that's a lot.
That's
of
because
tight
Russell
ends.
Wilson tucking that ball, too.
Yeah.
I
And he's
mean,
looking for Doug.
compared to his
Doug.
other seasons, that's not a lot of catches for Jimmy Graham. Coming
Nah.
off of 85,
And lock
86, 65 catch season that go down to 57.
Yeah, but he was playing with Drew Brees in that system.
He's playing out 16 games.
I think.
You see what I'm saying?
I think
this
Jimmy
season
Graham.
he played 11 games, 15 games. He played out 16 games last year.
I think Jimmy Graham is the best red zone tight end besides Gronk.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Come on, he's 31 though.
31.
Getting a little long in the tooth,
Getting a
as you
little
say.
long, almost definitely. Getting a little long in the tooth,
If
baby.
it's gonna happen, he gotta make it happen
He
this
still
year.
might have looked
And
long.
this is the
Yeah,
year.
he's gonna steal the money for about 2 or 3 more years.
So you got Devontae, you got Randall Cobb.
Who they paid.
They had to pay him.
Number 1 receiver money.
They had to pay him.
They had
So,
to keep him.
then you got Jimmy. So the only thing that's gonna hurt them, they got Ty Montgomery as their running back. That's not.
I
They
don't
never
like
addressed the
that.
running back issue.
I
I
just
don't
don't
like that.
understand what they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
they don't address their
I'm
problem.
telling you, man, they have so much faith in Aaron Rodgers. They feel like they don't need a running back.
Yeah, when your coach could not say, we got a quarterback. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about that. That's what he said.
serious.
He said, we got a
They
quarterback.
think
We don't have to
real.
worry about we don't have to worry about a quarterback.
Yeah.
What are the rest of y'all gonna do?
Yeah.
Your head coach said something like that?
You know.
That's tough.
That's
Even
how
when
legit
it comes to
Aaron Rodgers
defense,
is.
they think, you know what, just hold them to 28 points and we'll win.
Yeah,
They think
that's
that
been
for
their
real.
problem. They got some good D linemen though. Number 5.
Zach Ertz.
27 years old, wasn't ranked last year. I felt like Zach Ertz was waiting to break out for the Eagles for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he needed the right play caller. And like we talked in pre-production, coach, hey, listen, Peterson gets it going.
Yeah.
He dials it up.
He dials it up.
So he had 74 catches, 824 receiving yards, and a career high 8 touchdowns. Only Alshon Jeffrey got more targets from Carson Wentz and Nick Foles than Zach Ertz. So I expect him to maintain that.
Yeah.
They got Jay Ajayi, the abominable snowman. He ain't nothing. But yeah, I like
They still got
Ertz.
Clement, though.
They still got Clement.
Clement. They let Blunt go.
Got it.
Put that blunt down, bro.
You don't want to hit that blunt.
You don't want to hit that button for a quarter.
Nah, for sure. Ain't get tough in the fourth quarter. Who we at?
All right, let's go to last year's number 2.
And this is number 4, right?
And this is number 4 for this year.
Right.
Greg Olsen.
Ain't no way. It's over with.
Only played in 7 games last year.
Yeah.
17 receptions, 191 yards. I'm just going to watch that year away.
Yeah.
2016, though, 80 catches, 1,000-yard season from my tight end.
Yeah.
That's big. That's
a
big football.
big boy
right
year.
How many touchdowns he had that year?
there. Just 3. But, that's Cam's receiver.
But when he played...
That's drag route Olsen.
When he played against the Saints,
Yeah.
he had 8 catches, 107. His first game playing in, 10 weeks? He was out for 10 weeks. So he's still top 5 material. And I would say that they're going to use him the exact same way. There's going to be less targets because DJ Moore, because of... what's the running back? McCaffrey.
For his sake, I hope they use him a lot less and he gets to play a whole season. Because he's reliable for Cam. He helped Cam out. And he's 33, definitely a little longer than 2.
Cam needed.
We don't like Cam.
Yeah, for sure. Number 3, Delaney Walker, man. 33 years old. Last year's rank, he was number 4. Still getting it done at 33. This is a rare thing for a tight end. If you're not named Greg Olsen. 74 catches, 870 yards, 3 touchdowns. I think, and I've talked about this in nauseum, Walker is the security blanket for Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
First read, the second read, the
only read.
Yeah, the third read I'm running. Or I'm going to throw a pick.
Yeah.
Or I'm getting a sack. Yeah, for sure.
You got Weezy eyebrows raising over there.
He'll be all right.
Y'all say so, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a run-first offense.
Yeah.
Then you bringing in Corey Davis. You have another wide receiver. Who y'all second wide receiver now?
The kid from West Kentucky is the one that should shine.
He should shine.
Yeah.
Taiwan Taylor.
Yeah, he's nice. I like him.
Yeah.
But we got Rashad Lewis, too.
Sean Lewis is coming back. Sharp's coming back.
Yeah.
Got the OC from the Rams.
Got a lot of young receivers.
I'm just telling you.
Added Deion Lewis.
Yeah.
Added Deion
They're going to
Lewis.
be all right. Derrick Henry.
Still got the running back with the worst hips in football.
Said Derrick Henry out there catching the ball in practice.
They going to have to in this
Catching it?
Catching the backfield.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Nah, Derrick Henry have a good...
Y'all depend on him catching the ball. It's over with.
He's going to get way more totes. I think you bring back DeMarco Murray.
And just hope for the best.
Because I'm telling you, Derrick Henry.
He ain't the one, man.
He ain't the one. I'm telling you, I'm believing.
Keep your head on.
He ain't the one.
It's going to be a tough year.
Let's move on to number 2.
Number 2, man. Yeah.
Last year's number 1.
Yeah.
Don't know if his heart's still in football, though.
Wrestling.
Hey, shout out to him. Rob Gronkowski.
Mm-hmm.
Coming off a 14-game season. Caught 69 passes. 1,000 yards receiving. 8 touchdowns.
Yeah. He's a monster,
He's
man.
Gronk.
Yeah.
Is it just me or does it seem like Gronk has been in the league for like 12 years?
Yeah, it seems like.
He's just 29.
He's
Right?
just 29.
Just 29.
Yeah.
It's just something. I mean, I guess because you see the Patriots playing in, deep into the playoffs
For
every
so
year.
long, yeah.
And you just hear the same people every year: Amendola, Edelman, Brady, Gronk. You know what I'm saying?
He's had the injury issues as well.
He's super injured. He's always injured.
He's only played 16 games 2 times. His first 2 years in the season. First 2 years in the league.
That's when he had Aaron shoot him up Hernandez.
Shout out to Free Chico.
No, we're not free of Chico.
Okay, Free Chico.
It's over with.
It's over with.
Chico did.
Upper room.
Keep it up.
But this is the thing about Gronk. First off,
free Chico.
Yeah, Chico. Aaron Hernandez was better than Gronk. I ain't bullshit.
He got the money first, remember?
Hey, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
He got the money first.
Hernandez was always
Aaron Hernandez got the money first.
Aaron Hernandez had better hands, too.
Dude, he couldn't block like Gronk.
No. You couldn't keep him on the field like
Gronk just has a rare size nobody has.
Yeah, he's 6'6", what, 265?
Yeah.
Give it that 260.
He came out there. He Undertaker for real out there. He Undertaker.
It's tough to cover,
Gronk's a
man.
beast. But you want to talk about tough to cover, he's the number 1 person, man.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce, 28 years old. Last year he was ranked 3rd. Yeah, for sure. I think that Travis Kelce, when it's all said and done, will be top 3 tight ends of all time if he stays at this pace. If Pat Mahomes can continue,
That's the question.
that's it.
That's the
They
question.
believe in Pat Mahomes, though.
I think Pat can play though, man.
It's not even that. It's not even. As long as he's playing with Andy Reid. Andy Reid's gonna make sure he gets open.
That's true. Because I remember who was the tight end when T.O. and them was there, and they always threw him the goddamn ball.
T.O. where?
In Philly. Who is that tight end? Oh, he's always open.
Man.
White guy.
Chad Lewis or something?
Nah, it was him, and then there was another guy, man. I'm going to think of that tight end. But Travis Kelce, he had 83 catches, 1,038, 8 touchdowns. He's always open.
I've seen him do some crazy things, man. Like playing the slot in the back. They ran a reverse to this man.
Yeah. He played, and this is the thing. This is not his original position.
No.
He played quarterback in Cincinnati.
Right.
He played quarterback, dude. Yeah.
Like it's exciting to watch him play, man.
Yeah, it's my guy, man. It's my favorite tight end in the league.
Yeah.
And he's invited to the cookout.
He's
He's throwing it.
Yeah.
He has an African American girlfriend.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, listen.
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
Hey.
And you can stay at this house and sleep over if you too drunk.
For sure.
You stay there for
Travis Kelce for sure.
Let right there, bro. You good.
Shout out to y'all that make the drive home.
Definitely would have beat the Titans if he didn't get hurt.
Definitely would have beat the Titans if he
We'll never know.
This is
We'll
true.
never know.
We'll never
know.
Let's circle back on this list, man. We got 7 with Evan Ingram, 6 Jimmy Graham, 5 Zach Ertz, 4 Greg Olsen, 3 Delaney Walker, 2 Rob Gronkowski, and the number 1 Killer Trav, man.
Killer Trav.
Yeah, Travis Kelce, man.
All right.
Next week we got D-line linebackers.
Hey.
Going back on the other side of the ball, man. With this tight end list, is there anybody that you would say that will fall off on this list?
Jimmy Graham.
Ooh, that was too bad.
I know somebody's gonna make this list next year.
OJ?
No. Hell no. What's your boy that played for the Eagles? He played for the Bears. He played for Florida. They call him Little T-Ball.
Trey Bird.
Trey Bird gonna make this list next year.
Trey Bird gonna make this
With
list.
the Bears.
Hey, Trey Bird. Hey, that's a good find, Weezy. That's a good find, my brother. You should have said that earlier, but that's a good ass find, dog.
We gonna see.
Hey, now, listen.
Trey Bird gonna make
We got tight ends. We had Aaron Kenny. We had Chico. We definitely had Chico.
What's that tight end y'all
Yeah,
had
the best
for us?
players
His
money
name
can
was
buy.
Ben something.
Bo Scave.
Bo Scave.
No.
Bo Scave with the Texans.
No,
right.
they had a tight end that kind of.
It was Aaron Kenny.
No, Ben.
Oh, you talking about being true?
Yeah,
Ben
Couldn't
True.
remember
Ben
playbook.
sorry
Couldn't
bastard.
spell potato.
Ben True.
He showed
He's an athlete, though.
He didn't know nothing.
Last
You
about
hear
2
me?
years.
One of herbs.
Yeah.
It was a herb.
Yeah.
Listen. Then we got Burton. Then we got the boy.
Trey Bird would be good next year.
Listen, man. Then this year we got what's the kid, man? Play for
Miami got y'all for tight ends, though.
Jeremy Shockey.
Yeah. Olsen.
Yeah, Greg Olsen.
Winslow.
Winslow.
Yeah, we can't count Winslow.
Warrior.
You know what Winslow was doing. We'll talk about that in the show. Yeah, say
Jimmy
less.
Graham.
Jimmy Graham. Yeah, Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
And that's that. They got we got them DBs. We number 1 in them
All right,
DBs.
man. It's got it.
Yeah, but so, for sure.
Still number 1.
You crazy as hell.
Got Dion. It's it.
Shit, we got Joe Hayden. That's it.
In case you missed it.
You got it in case you missed it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What's the big surprise about that?
We cut you out last week.
Why?
Come on, man. What's your in
In
case
case you missed it. Tom
Yeah.
Brady turned 41 this week, fellas.
Okay.
All right.
So what they do for his birthday?
Yeah.
They gave him a cake. It was 12 foot by 12 foot cake.
Okay.
1,200 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Cake for Tom Brady.
A 1,200-pound cake.
1,200 pound
Cakes
cake.
be heavy, though.
Yeah. 1,200. 1,200.
Yeah,
That's
1,200.
a lot of
That's
cake.
like cake,
A
bro.
lot of butter in that
The
cake.
ingredients for this cake.
Okay, my bad.
2,000 eggs. 250 pounds of sugar. 200 pounds of flour. 150 pounds of butter.
Damn butter.
That's a lot of them, but you
And he
said
didn't
that.
eat not one piece of it because it was off his diet.
Nah, he a hoe for that.
Tom Brady. TV12, baby.
Yeah,
TV12.
man. Bullshit. That's a good in case you missed it. I definitely missed that. I didn't know about that. Shout out to you, brother.
Yeah,
Where you go, man? Two-league Weezy, man.
Two-league weed.
Yeah.
We playing fantasy, dude? He playing fantasy?
Yeah, y'all got it. Coach Brown, you playing?
It's whatever.
Yeah. I ain't. I ain't never playing it again.
Let's go home.
Oh, man. Hey, it's another one, Coach Brown, man. I always love having you
Appreciate
around,
it,
man.
man.
You
Appreciate
got the
it.
birdie on, man.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, birdie, man.
Always.
Anybody want to say something for the week? Jeff, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Any
man.
big plans, Jeff?
Nah,
Hey.
we good.
He'll be up tonight, man.
Nah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Tell you. Hey, you might not want to do that.
Hey,
I think we addressed it a little earlier.
Hey.
hey, don't listen to him.
Tweet us questions throughout the week, man, at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. More important, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend about that Full Sport Press podcast, man. Weezy.
Everything paid for, baby.
Big Jeff.
Carol's always on, brother.
Coach Brown.
In the building, man.
Yeah. You gonna give him a rule and you gone?
Rule.
And we
Go.
go.
We out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.